I do want to take this evening back to something that we spoke about earlier, which is the gift of music. And to take it back to a serious note for a second, this is something that I started thinking about back when I was writing my book, and I was sitting on the tour bus with my publisher, and that song by the Mamas and the Papas came on, California Dreamin'. And I really do love that song, but what I realized was every time I hear it for some reason, like it makes me feel sad, makes me feel heavy. It's like something about the melodies they use and the chord changes, whatever. There's just something really heavy about that, and there's nothing, like no connection to me there with the lyrics or anything. So I started telling him that, I'm like, I don't know what it is, but every time I hear the song, I just feel heavy, you know? And he's like, yeah, that's really interesting. And I was just about to write, some stuff down in my book about music and the theory of music and that whole thing. And so we're sitting there sipping on a bottle of wine, and we're like, wow, this is really interesting, because when you think about it, music, like we said in the intro, it's really nothing more than frequencies, which are just vibrations, right? It's just something vibrating. It doesn't matter if it's a kick drum, it doesn't matter if it's a guitar string, or whatever it is. It's just when something vibrates, it creates a sound wave, right? And I'm going to break this down for you real quickly, because I want you to understand something. And I want you to leave here tonight thinking and hearing music a little bit, feeling music a little bit differently than you have in the past. But when you think about if something is just vibrating, doing nothing about it, just vibrating, and yet for some reason it creates emotion in the human body, that started to fuck with my head a little bit. And I'll tell you why. Because there's only a few things that really bother me in life that I freak out about. And I'll tell you a couple, just so you get, wrap your head around how I think. Space freaks me the fuck out. When I think about the thought of someone telling me that if I could build a spaceship, well, I know we haven't been able to do this yet, but you're saying that if a human being could build a spaceship and we could shoot off this planet in any direction, like we're just a ball floating in space supposedly, right? We're just a speck up there, that's fact. And so you're telling me that if I could build a ship that I could shoot in any direction, just go straight, like no lefts and rights and curve, nothing, just one direction straight, that it goes forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, like it never ends? That's weird. Is that weird? That's weird to me, man. Like I think about, I go, wow, really? Like, what if you could go 10 billion years that way? I don't even get me started on that, because I seriously freak out on this stuff, like space. It wigs me out, man. I don't understand that you can go straight. It doesn't matter if you go down this way, up, whatever. But if you can go straight forever, like numbers, that's another thing, right? They say you can always add one. It never ends, right? You can always add one more to it. That's just. And this is how I started to feel about this when we were talking about it. And of course, now we're 2 bottles of wine into the conversation. So and I'm like, wow, why is that, man? Why is it that, like, music, well, just not even music, because music is just built off of these vibrations, right? So if something's vibrating, and yet it comes in contact with the human body, it creates emotion. That's the mystery of music, man. This is the part that I fell in love with, because I don't think there's really an answer to this. I don't know who, at what point, or what in our instinctual human beingness decided that this chord is sad and this chord is happy. Like, I don't think anyone can really answer that, because if you can, you're probably gone. And I'm sure he wasn't here tonight, because I would definitely put him on the guest list. But, like, okay, for instance, you may not all be musicians here or whatever, but I'll play you like an E major chord, right? Sounds kind of happy. It's just strings vibrating. I tighten them up by pressing down. Simple, right? But it sounds kind of happy. But yet if I just move my fingers and create some different frequencies, sounds kind of sad, right? Does that sound sad? Seriously, I'll cry right in your face. I'm not even kidding. But my point is like, who dictated that this is the sad chord and this is the happy? Like, why isn't this the sad chord? Right? And then this would be the happy chord. See, this is the miracle of music, man, and this is the thing that I want you guys to understand, because it really is an anomaly. I mean, why, when something vibrates and it comes in contact with the human body, it creates emotion, is the real mystery. And I don't quite get it. It's one of those things that freaks me out. When I started thinking about it, I'm like, wow, I could pluck any string to you. It means nothing. But yet if I just start straightening out certain sequences, right? And I just start moving my, I don't know, maybe just a different pattern, all of a sudden things start sounding familiar. Maybe songs that we know from the past. Yeah. Just from moving these vibrations in different directions.
Nothing else matters. Thank you.